commentary. All right, guys, I can barely get in position, and already the action is wild. Jeff already getting a kill in the first 10 seconds. That's quite a statement. However, Tim knows that they can get straight on top of him off the spawn, and that's a pretty big deal. So not too much damage done there by Jeff immediately as he was pursued by Tim there. So things will calm down a little bit from this point. And we did see previously that Jeff, his play was characterized by phenomenal rocket work, and you can see really good rockets once again. Two nice, big, chunky bits of splash damage coming into play as Jeffrey knows that he can close this fight down, pulls out the lightning gun, but just shy of taking down Tim. Very, very close fight there. Tim definitely looking very bad at the beginning of the fight, but ended up turning it all around. Jeff looking to try to capitalize here, knows that Tim was left weak, but he did pick up the red, so Tim is actually quite strong here. Oh, wow, this is really bad for Jeff. Tim wins the fight and converts very early on. A 2-frag deficit is a big deal in a situation like this. So let's see if we can get some of that fire-like rocket work, which we previously noticed from Jeff here. He's trying to get it going. This was a great room for him previously on the mega side of the map, and that's also where the rocket pack is as well. But really unlucky there for Jeff to have Tim spawn right on top of him once again. So it looks like Lady Luck is well and truly with Tim at the moment. We'll have to see if that changes as time goes on. And once again, Tim looking to work that high positioning, finds Jeff coming out of the red armor area. Lightning gun comes out. Excellent lightning gun work here from Tim. Tim looking very serious so far with his play. Great accuracy generally, and he has that strategy as well. You know, taking away the rocket ammo is a really big deal, especially if things get very slow. And he's, if he turns the pace right down, it's going to really be a very strong way to approach this by controlling ammunition. And as I say that, we've got another engagement as Jeff finds Tim on the high ground. Luckily for, I was going to say luckily he might have been able to actually escape the spawn, but no, once again, we get another situation where Tim gets a very good spawn right after the fight and puts Jeff behind 3 kills now. So 4-1, a very early advantage, a significant one as well for Tim on DM6 here in this semi-final for the Faceit QuakeWorld tournament here at DICE 2017. Jeff once again using that high ground to find Tim. Both the players naturally meeting each other in the center of the map there. Looks like Jeff will maintain his strong position, however. And once again, we can see the rockets being picked up. That is the only rocket pack in the map. It gives you 5 rockets. So not very much. So when the pace gets slow like this, ammunition starts to become a concern, but maybe not. We have Jeff committing for the frag hit. Very hard to shoot up in this angle. If you're looking at these rockets, it's very difficult, and Tim is going to take full advantage of that. Pulls out the lightning gun and pushes Jeff all the way back here. So Jeff looking like he's having a bit of a struggle right now against Tim. But Tim, he knows this map very well. His aim is on point. He's cycling the items on the map. He's able to control the ammunition. Everything seems to be under control right now for Mr. Willits, and we shouldn't really expect any less. A man whose name is synonymous with Quake. 3 minutes for Jeff to find his way back into this one, and it is definitely possible with just over 3 minutes to go. So the question for Jeff is, how does he get back into this one? How can he attack Tim? And before his rockets were phenomenal, he needs to be working on those again. Some good initial rockets there, able to evade a lot of damage from Tim, but still Jeff is not the most stacked in the world, so he does risk going down in this position. So he's going to have to be fairly careful about this engagement. He has to pick his time and place, tries to catch Tim off guard by going for the telly almost immediately, and this time he's going to get a bit of fortune here. After he goes down, he spawns on top of Tim, able to quickly capitalize on Tim's weakened state, finds another follow-up engagement very quickly. Rockets flying all over the place. Tim with a disengagement there, doesn't want any more of it, wants to back away onto some armor here. Very smart move from Tim there, and he's going to find Jeff. Again, showing that map awareness, using the teleporters to get behind Jeff. And that's kind of a sneaky move. I expected Tim to go for the red there. I think Jeff did as well. But Tim throwing the tricks out there, playing the mind games in that sense, doubling back and catching Jeff off guard for the frag. 5-frag lead now here for Tim. Let's see if Jeff can find a really solid fight. We know he's got it in him. Previously, his rockets against Nicolo Maisto were really strong. And there it is, finding each other once again around this teleport. Some very awkward fights, and you've got to be careful of telefrags as well, which we haven't seen a telefrag just yet in the tournament. When both players enter a teleport at the same time, the person who was first will squish the other guy, essentially. He will just die. Oh, sorry, the person that is going through last will kill the other person, sorry. But it will be a 4-frag lead now for Tim. He's looking fantastic at the moment. Jeff coming in from the high ground once again, just, occupying these good positions. Finding Tim once more. We can see Jeff does like to go for this avenue of attack, pulling out the lightning gun there, see if he can get some good connections here. Really nice lightning gun coming in from Jeff. That's fantastic. A good stream. A marvelous stream of lightning gun there to get a frag onto Tim. And that is the kind of stuff we need to see. And Tim's able to get rid of Jeffrey off of the spawn, but he did take a little bit of damage there. So Jeff did maybe just enough, but perhaps not enough at this point, because time is starting to be perhaps more of an enemy for Jeff than Tim himself in this situation. He's got a minute left to try to get this comeback going and 4 kills. There's going to have to be something pretty out there, pretty crazy for Jeff to save this one from this point. Tim there knows he can just play defensive from this situation, just play the lead. He knows that Jeff is willing to do desperate things as far as engagements are concerned. Willing to take big risks to try to get back into this one. With 45 seconds to go, with Jeff trying to find the engagement, he does indeed do that. Pops Tim straight up to the top level there with that rocket. Does a very good amount of damage. You can see that the rockets, he was very low on rockets there, but he's able to deal with that situation now, as Jeff now tries to proceed to at least find some consolation kills at this point, because with 30 seconds, surely it's impossible for Jeff to make his way back into this one against Tim, who is now proceeding to take the engagement. He likes to look at this one, and you can see why. Lightning gun reigns supreme for Tim, and that's another frag under his belt. 9-4 right now as Jeff finds himself another engagement, catching Tim, who was slightly weakened, and finishing off with the rockets there. That might be the last engagement. Let's see if Tim can find it again. There it is, playing with the teleporters there. He's dancing around. He wants the telefrag, and it's going to be Jeff that gets the telefrag. Great stuff there. Nice little consolation, but it will be